Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jake Caliber, as per the usual, and yes, you are reading that correctly. 2020, albeit, has been a horrendous year for humanity, and has left countries and people in absolute dismay for nearly an entire year. 2020 has also provided TF2 with its challenges, such as the massive waves of hacker bots, racist text chat bots, and all the shindig that we had basically at the beginning of the year, which rendered the game almost unplayable. The Valve team, as we do not know how many people are responsible, dealt with the problems rather swiftly for Valve and did so in a series of updates in this sort of cat and mouse game with the bot groups. We have received the usual annual updates that we always get, a summer case, an October Screen Fortress update, a Smithmas update, but in 2020, this has happened amongst 21 total updates. Now, yes. 2019, we had 20 total updates, but just look at the TF2 website and look at the amount of changes and fixes added and addressed in the 20 updates we had last year compared to the 21 we had this year. Even the word count must be at least treble what we had last year. It is insane. We had our bust-ups with those hackers in the early year, like I mentioned earlier on, and Valve smashed them out of the park after just a few updates along with those fixes. They even fixed bugs that had been in the games for years now that no one had really batted much of an eye at, just to top the cake off. We got the summer 2020 cosmetic case, which was alright and expected. We got a Screen Fortress 12 cosmetic and war paint case with all the trimmings we expect with the Screen Fortress season. But then we really got an update with the Smithmas update. We got the Smithmas 2020 update adding 4 new maps, Smithmas war paints, cosmetic cases, the whole shebang. All this was just a cool plus, just to top the year off. I think people are also overlooking the massive amount of content plus changes the TF2 team has done with the once dead game mode known as Manpower. I mean, I was even going to make a video about the changes made to Manpower, but geez, guys, I was never a big player of it at the beginning of its release, so I can't even compare the two. It's actually insane just to read the notes on the TF2 website. I was trying to come up with comparisons of what we had before versus what we have now. They are not the same. It's not even remotely the same. The thing I can't convince myself with is whether a lot of these changes and upgrades to the Manpower were planned a while ago and started but just left unfinished or whatever, or a lot of this has come from scratch. How much of this is brand new? How much of this has been, just stuff that never got done and is now being done over the lockdown period? And why are they so enthusiastic to release it now? Why are they so enthusiastic about Manpower? When all I really want is for them to release RD Asteroid as a map to play. Please, Valve. Please do it. I love RD Asteroid so much. It just needs released already. Jesus Christ. Been teasing me for long enough about it. Even with a pandemic right in our faces and a well-known bot issue in the very beginning of the year and a known issue with the developers over the last few years, in the last 30 days alone, TF2 has had the highest peak player count and the highest average player count TF2 has ever experienced. A question I ask myself often, especially when I was, reviewing these player counts across the year, is why? Is it the spread of the news from content creators like myself informing people of the hard work Valve has put in over the year? Is it a particular content creator who has been making TF2 more popular again via streams or YouTube videos? Maybe it was just the Payday 2 Twitter account legend mentioning TF2 almost every day for a month now. Who knows? But what I do know is that the TF2 is in a healthy place right now. This second right now TF2 is healthy. What Valve decides to do with this themselves, but as someone with very basic knowledge of how to run a business, they'd be stupid not to invest a similar or more amount of time into the game over the year of 2021, is up to them. It's their call to do. They do what they do. It's their game. But TF2's thriving. I hope if you are a TF2 player, you're having a blast and maybe even making content on it, spreading the joy of TF2 to all. Because what we really need is newer, fresher, more original content creators. And if you aren't currently playing TF2 or you aren't a TF2 player, then get on. We're all loving it, especially with the lack of hackers and bots we've had all year round so far. 2020 has been a good year for TF2. That's it. Case closed. Summarize. We've had a good response from our development team. They've been given active problems and dealt with them actively, taking as little as a few days to deal with issues that have been glaring right in their faces. And we've been getting bonus content along the way. Do you compare that just to the last 5 years of content and responses to hackers and these groups we've had from Valve? They've really come a long way. I'm hoping 2021 doesn't even have to be a year where they're releasing mental updates. If they can keep the level of consistency and hard work that the Valve TF2 team has put in 2020 into 2021, I think TF2's future would just be a little bit brighter. Maybe not perfect, but just a little bit brighter. That being said, TF2's healthy. I've been Jay Caliber. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you like my voice or my content. And I will catch you in the next video very soon. Adios.